All right, everybody, I thought, since I'm not here, I would go over and record how to do the warm-up. Okay, so hopefully you have these numbers copied down. If you don't, follow along with me, but these are the data numbers I'm going to use. I'm going to use the calculator. I'm going to show you how to do it again. I will take my time, hopefully, and you can get it. Okay, so grab one of these good calculators. If you need to share with a friend, you can, but grab a good TI-84 because that's where I'm going to put. Desmos will also do this, but the problem with Desmos is you can't use Desmos on your test. So, may as well use one of my good calculators, okay? All right, so population of pikas, right, in the Wenatchee Forest. And so we've got month 1 to month 12. It might be a seasonal thing. We'll see. So first of all, let's graph it, okay? So I know that I'm going to put a y and x-axis in here. I'll let this be months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and everything else in between. We've got to go all the way up to the highest of 456, so I'll go like, maybe 100 pikas, 200, 300, 400, okay? So make sure you have a piece of graph paper out or your notebook, okay? Follow along. Pause this video anytime you need to, okay? So to do a scatter plot, I'm just going to kind of do a dot-to-dot thing. And so I'm going to estimate month 1, I've got a 456, so it's about there. I'm just going to guess, put a dot there, about there. Month 2, they really dropped, 254. It's about there. Month 3, 147. And you can ask to pause the video at any time. I'm going to make a recording of it. I'll put it on I'll put it in Canvas, okay? 151 for month 4, 175 for month 5. Estimating, that's all I'm doing. 258 for month 6. 258 is maybe up here. 350 for month 7. It's maybe there. 301 for 8. It's dropping down again. 209 for month 9. Maybe there. 176 for month 10. Yeah, maybe there. 222. Maybe there. And 321. 321. It's got to be about there. Definitely looks quartic to me, for sure. Looks quartic. It's got that wiggle. Looks like a M or a W, so definitely looks like a quartic. So, what do? I'm going to put these into the calculator. Okay, so I'm going to go first. I go to Stats, and the Stat button is there. I'm going to Edit, and what the heck? Don't know what the heck's going on in this calculus. Grab a different calculator. Boy, that one's all messed up. Go Stat, Edit, List 1. Perfect. There we go. List 1. So I'm just going to 1, enter, 2, 3, enter, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Now, hopefully I won't make a dumb mistake. 456 for list 2. 456, enter, 254, 147, 151, 175. Again, you can pause the video anytime you want to get caught up. 258, 350, 301, 209, 176, 222, and 321. Hopefully I didn't make any mistakes. Okay, now, once everything's in, what I need to do is come up with an answer. Okay, so I'm going to go back to Stat. So I'm going to calculate. Now, it's quartic. It's quartic for sure. So I'm going to go to quartic, okay? Quadratic, linear, quadratic, cubic, quartic. I want to go to 7, which is quartic. x to the fourth equation, right? List 1, list 2, I like that. Enter, 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 calculate. Okay. There we go. So here's my equation. I'll write down, I know it's going to be some y equals ax to the fourth. Whoops, grab a better pen. Y equals some ax to the fourth plus some bx cubed plus some cx squared plus some dx plus e. And of course they give you those values, which is nice. So here we go. Here's our equation. Y is equal to a 0.735 x to the fourth minus a 20.34 x cubed plus 191.69 x squared minus 698.26 x and then plus 1000.2. Good enough. Okay, there's my equation, right? So I did it. What type of regression is this? I said it's quartic. Finally, I've got the equation. Now, 13th month, okay? 13th month. So to get the 13th month, I'm just going to plug it in, 13th month. I'm just going to let x equal 13. And boy, whew, that's a lot to put in, so I'm definitely going to use my calculus. So I'm going to go putting 13 in. Where am I going to put it in? For every x value, so I'm going to put it in here, 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 and here, right? That's the 13th month. All right, so here we go. 0.735 times 13 to the fourth power. Subtract 20.34 times 13 to the third power, okay? Plus 191.69 and plug in 13 squared. Oh crap. Oh, hold on. I should pay attention. Delete. That happens sometimes. Darn me. Okay. So that should be cubed and then over arrow. My mistake. Okay, let's go back. 191.69 13 squared, subtract 698.26 13 plus 1000.2. Okay, okay, get an answer. Now the answer doesn't make sense. Okay, I've got a negative 14,406 point. Anyway, it doesn't make any sense because it's out of our. It's, double check everything. Oh, you know what? I think I made a mistake. Again. All right, let's try it again. I knew that was like way off. Okay, let's try it again. 0.735. Isn't this great? I keep making mistakes. To the fourth. That's how I put it in the calculator. I got to be careful. When the math is right, I just have to put it in the calculator more concise and take my time. 13 to the third power. Move the arrow over. Plus, that's what I made. I missed that plus. I missed that plus. 191.69 and put 13 squared minus, hopefully not another mistake, 689.26 times 13 and then plus 1000.2. Now let's see if I get a better answer. Okay, that's a much better answer. 623.78. Okay, picas. If you round to the nearest pica, maybe 664, maybe picas. Okay. All right. All extrema. Well, when you take a look at the extrema, we can predict our extrema to be here, here, and here. These are our maxes and our mins. So we've got a minimum. So extrema. I've got a relative minimum. I use the other color pen, sorry, extrema. A relative minimum at, it looks like it's month 3, so it'd be 3 and 147. And I have another one, it looks like it's month 10 at 2 and 176. Okay, that means that this one is also an absolute, because it's the very lowest point, that this one is also an absolute minimum, because it is the lowest point. I have one relative maximum at month 7, so I have an absolute, nope, sorry, relative maximum. Looks like at month 7, and be month 7 about 350, okay? Okay. Hopefully you guys are getting this. I will hopefully see you tomorrow.